a Black Knight MPU, driver board, soundboard. It's a Black Knight Extravaganza. So let's boot it. And the displays will look a little funny, like the zeros are on the left, because this is a 6-digit System 6 display panel from a Firepower, and Black Knight is a System 7 game. So you can see the lamp matrix is doing what it should be doing, and the only coil that's on is the coin lockout coil. So let's put it into test. And by the way, you're listening to the Rock of St. Louis, KG95, with some classic Queen. Displays doing what they should be doing, counting up from 0 to 9. And the next test on a System 7 game is the sound solenoids. So you see this ladder walk up. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see, 5, 6 of them. Yeah, 7, sorry. So that means the sounds would be driven correctly if I had a wire harness going from there to the soundboard. Here's the lamp matrix. And the solenoids. So the first 16 are controlled solenoids, and the next 6 are special solenoids. A blue one and a green one are in there because I use this same tester for System 11 and Data East MPUs. Here's the special solenoids. So we see that the special solenoids are being driven correctly by the MPU. Now I'm going to take a ground wire and rake across this connector. This is the switch inputs for the special solenoids. And we should see 6 come on. 3, 4, 5, 6. So the switch inputs for the special solenoids is working correctly also. And the next test is, looks like Queen cut out there for a second. Switch test. So you'll see the numbers appear across player 1 and player 2. I'm just going down column 1 with my Penitech switch tester. And now I'm going to go across row 1. And the last switch on, get my finger in the right position, Black Knight, is 46. So the switch matrix is operating correctly. And now we're going through the audits and adjustments. And I'll need to reboot the game. Actually, the System 7 reboots itself. We're back to normal operation. So let's test the soundboard now. I've got this little tester that I made up, and each of these 5 buttons will trigger a different sound. There's only 5 pins on these soundboards that trigger a sound. So those were the 5 sounds that are independently triggered. Now I can press the test button. I'm disoriented here. Here it is. At this point in time, we should be hearing Black Knight sounds. Why aren't we? Well, I guess I got to figure out why that is. Let's test this button again. Yep, back in a minute. And we are back with the Black Knight sound and speech board. And the problem ended up being some of these 2532 ROMs were bad. So I re-jumpered the board. Here's a cut that you have to make in a trace to jumper the board. There's another cut on the back of the board and 2 jumpers. And now this the sound or the speech board will accept 2732s instead of 2532s. So let's boot it up and let's play the individual sounds again. But here's where you really get the full feature or the full feeling of Black Knight. So again, this is going to continue until I power off and then power back on. Here's a blanking LED. I used I think that's no, it's a red one. I had been using purple, but I like that red one now. So this MPU, driver board, sound board, speech board, all good to go. And I'll test the power supply board, but I don't expect to find anything there either. All right, here's the power supply for this Black Knight, and I've got it powered up, and let's test the GI relay. That works just fine. Now let's test some voltages. Got my fluke meter there. Set the DC voltage. Let's test the two high voltages. Minus 103. 103, that's good. Should be around 5. That's close enough for a System 11 game. There's that minus 12. 12. 5 again. Another 12. Keep in mind we're unloaded here, so it'll change a little bit when it gets loaded, but I can check this. This is flasher voltage, 20 volts. And I know coil voltage is there because I just drove this solenoid relay here. So this power supply is good to go. Always replace the big cap. I have some 18,000 microfarads there that I got from Ed at Great Plains a long time ago. I never replaced these two caps here. These are filter caps for the high voltages. On LED or alphanumeric displays, they really don't make much difference. I always replace, this is a 100 microfarad, this is a 47 microfarad, but it's 63 volts. I don't replace this one in the 12 volts, and I don't replace this one over here. There's this one here is the equivalent of C7. It's a 330 microfarad cap. So they are good to go.